What is going on, guys? Today we're back with a new video, and just a couple of minutes ago DayZ released their roadmap for 2022. They start off the roadmap by saying DayZ will be getting support for the rest of 2022, and they continue to release frequent updates throughout the year. As they mentioned previously, 1.16 won't be packed with a load of features, as it is more focusing on a backlog of fixes. With that being said, DayZ 1.16 will be expected to release to official servers on the 15th of February, which is only 5 days away as of recording this video. They also want to remind everyone that they will not be wiping servers for 1.16. They will continue to wipe servers on a semi-regular basis, depending on loot and improvement changes. They also went on to say that more than likely update 1.17 will serve as the first wipe of the year, and the reason behind this is purely based on balance related changes. They will share more info on this as we get closer to update 1.17. For the rest of the year as well, they seem to have a lot of things planned. They go on to say that they are going to focus more on the official terrain, so this means they're going to focus more on the official maps that they have released. This is particularly true for Livonia, as they are going to add more points of interest and try to make the environment a bit more interactive. So it looks like Livonia will be getting some sort of new assets added to it and just make the map a bit better overall. They also plan on ramping up their asset production for this year. This includes a plan to introduce a variety of utility items to enrich the overall sandbox experience, as well as providing meaningful tours players can use to interact with each other and the environment. So that's going to be really interesting. It looks like they're going to add more assets, so whether this be, vehicles, new buildings, more guns, more clothing, all this stuff, it seems like we're going to get more than even last year, which is great to hear. And then they go on to say, as usual, we intend to offer at least one new firearm with each update. Unlike last year, we'll be focusing more on civilian firearms this time round, mixing those which were previously included in the legacy version with new ones. So they're going to be focusing on more civilian weapons and less military type weapons. As you remember, last year it was mainly all 5.56 kind of weapons that came in, mainly all military focused, but this year it's going to be a lot of civilian stuff. A lot of stuff that was included in the alpha version of DayZ will be ported over, and then a lot of stuff will be brand new that we've never seen before. They also want to say we're in the process of importing the latest version of vehicle simulation from a newer version of the Infusion engine. We hope this will bring some much needed stability to vehicle simulation in DayZ and expect to perform some public testing in the coming weeks. This is insane. If you've ever played DayZ and gotten into a vehicle, you know how they can be kind of laggy and bounce around and stuff and just be kind of overall not the greatest. When Bohemia released a new Infusion engine a couple of weeks back, there was some kind of teasers in there about vehicles, and we always wondered, would the new Infusion engine work with DayZ? And it looks like they are going to be importing some things over from it, so it looks like a vehicle overhaul is coming to DayZ, which is fantastic news. I will also make a lot of videos covering and live streaming the public testing for these vehicles in the coming weeks as well, so stay tuned for that. Some good news for console players, they also plan on dedicating some time to the control scheme on controllers. This includes adding more sensitivity options, additional VoIP functionalities. We also plan on revisiting the way users combine various gestures to keys. So I know, and I've heard a lot of console players ask for kind of a rework of the controller system, and it looks like you're going to be getting that as well. Seasonal events will return this year, which we plan on spicing up with new content and features. So like the Halloween updates, the Christmas updates, stuff like that will continue to be added in just to spice things up. Last but not least, we'll be enriching and expanding upon Hannah's lore, which was already introduced in the previous DayZ update videos. Both their publishing and production departments will be working to support the lore both in-game and throughout other media. So if you haven't seen, mainly with 1.14 when that came out with the gas strikes and the gas zones and stuff like that, Hannah was a big conspiracy around the entire thing, and we're still not 100% sure what it is, but they're going to be expanding on this lore even more throughout 2022, which is going to be really cool to see. They go on to say then that they're planning to release 5 more updates for this year, ranging from minor to major updates. We'll also be holding 4 seasonal in-game events. Another thing we'll be doing is working with our partners and the community to improve and maintain the game's performance and stability. This includes ensuring as much as possible that older generations of hardware are not left behind. So if you're on old consoles or an older PC, they're going to make sure that the game will be able to run on those older generational consoles or PCs, because at the end of the day, not everybody can afford a new up-to-date system, and that is fantastic news to hear. And then they leave it off with a couple of final notes. First, we'll be expanding our dev team, so if you're interested in working on DayZ or know someone who is, be sure to check out their career page. I will leave it linked in the description down below. And if you'd like to get your hands on some cool DayZ clothing and accessories, be sure to head over to their merch store. I will also leave everything linked down below in the descriptions as well, and in the pinned comments, so if you want to check anything out, you can click on the links there. And at the end of it, they say enjoy the new update and we'll be seeing you again soon. And that is it. DayZ 2022 roadmap. This is probably going to be one of the biggest years for DayZ again. We thought last year was going to be good with update 114, but I think this one, with the vehicle overhaul, the new assets, they're hiring new devs, I think this is going to be an absolute insane year for DayZ and a lot of great things to come. So as always, leave me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm so excited for this in so many ways. It's so many big things just came out of this, and it's going to be amazing to see. I'll leave all the links in the description down below and in the pinned comment for you to click on. And until then, I should catch you guys in the next one. So peace out for now.